Hello everyone, this is the Volkswagen e-Caravelle, a transporter for companies. If you drive with the car to a construction site or something, 8 people can fit in this car and also a lot of stuff in the trunk. There's so much space in there. This car is almost 5.5 meters long. It's gigantic. And I'm gonna do a range test today. Right now I did a range test at 130, which is not the best recommended for this car because it has a small battery, only 64 kilowatt hours. There's a new version out right now that has 71 kilowatt hours, but still high consumption and small battery. This is not for a long distance trip, this car. This is more for companies in the area where they are to bring the people there, work and then go home, something like this. That's why we're doing a range test now with 110 kilometers an hour. This fits the car way more. I'm gonna charge to 80%, maybe even to 90. I will see how long it takes to 80, if it takes a long time. I got 130 kilowatt when I plugged in, but it's already at 65, at 34%. Most likely I will do the 80%. Then we'll go on the highway, drive 110 GPS constant speed and see how much range we get. The car has a heat pump and 18-inch winter tires, 215/60, so pretty high, and it's ginormous and it will take a bit to charge, but still it drives great. I'm on my way again, and now I'm driving 113 because that's 110 kilometers an hour GPS speed. I charged to 80%. I don't even know how long it took, but it was a while. And I reset my trip, of course. I have the heat, the same settings as before, 23 degrees auto 1. I need the seat heater in a second as an i5, driving really slow behind a truck. Even though there was a charger right there, but whatever. And first 10 kilometers uphill as usual. All is good. We'll see how it goes. It's now 4 degrees out there. Woo-hoo. And I'm again only in normal mode because in eco mode the heat is so reduced it's cold in here. 10% used and 16 kilometers driven, but 9 kilometers of those were uphill. That's why my average consumption is also high, but also going down right now. It's still foggy, but it's not horrible. It's okay, nice and comfortable. The state of charge still goes down pretty fast. So you look a bit and then oops, another 5% gone. And by the way, it would help me a lot if you would like this video and maybe subscribe. So many viewers are not subscribed and they don't notice if a new video is uploaded. Oh, I missed it. I was so close. I used 25% of the battery, but didn't quite drive the 50 kilometers. I was 500 meters off, so 198 kilometers full range right now. Consumption 31 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. That of course is high, but it's a gigantic car. Understandable. I will drive to 45% state of charge and then I turn around. Maybe it's the same spot than before. And by the way, I turned down my heat to 22 degrees. Oh my God. turned around at where I used 31% because the next exit I think is too far. I think then I have to slow down, turn the heat down and everything, and like, not gonna do that. Navigated back, 59 kilometers to go, 82 kilometers of range, but maybe it didn't adjust yet from the test before. And we'll see. It should be fine. I think we should arrive with 19%, something like this, which is okay. How is the Volkswagen e-Caravelle then at 110? Significantly quieter. The steering assist annoys way more because at 130 you have to adjust a bit. It's a gigantic car and you pass. And at 110 I'm just staying straight and rarely have to pass. And then I'm not steering, and then it annoys me and says, hey, you have to hold the steering wheel. And I'm just not steering against it. But that's the thing, cruise control is still good. There's a lot going on now, but still okay. At 110 it's just way more comfortable. And it's nice to see that the consumption is also a bit lower. But still, right now, 32 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And when it has the thing where it tells me, hey, you have to hold the steering wheel, and I don't see it, then it's red, and then it makes a noise, and the noise sounds like Jaws. So the theme from Jaws. Dun 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 dun. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I started vlogging on my third channel, Behind the Battery. So everything that happens around the car, or if I get new info about something, really awesome. Subscribe and watch. I have used 50% of the battery, drove 97 kilometers. That would be, oops, range low. There would be 194 kilometers of full range. Consumption is always between 31 and 32 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. We have 26 kilometers, 25 kilometers to go, and I have 50 kilometers of range, so it should be okay. Do you want to charge for free? Of course you do. And how can you do that? With Andcharge. Andcharge is an app. You install it on your phone, and when you are at a charger, you rate the charger. You give Andcharge a few information about the charger. Is there a toilet? Can you get food? Is there, I don't know, a resting area and something like this? And for this you get kilometers and stars. And these you can exchange for charging credit. A new feature in France and Germany. You can now charge with the app right away at a charger. You don't need a different charging provider. Use the link in the description below to get 20 kilometers to start with. And if you want to support the channel, you can do that here on YouTube via channel membership, but you also get something for it. You get early access to videos and of course early access to information if something is happening. I arrived with 18%, drove 123 kilometers, 31 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers was my average consumption. What's it now? 5 degrees out there. Getting 132 kilowatt at 22%. Woohoo! That was a nice drive. No stress. Arriving with 18%, so it's not, that was nice. And I turned up the heat again, by the way, to 23 degrees. It just needed it. It's just so big. You need to heat a bit more since there's so much cold air in there that comes from the back. And I didn't heat the back, by the way. Also only heated the front seats. Calculated the range and I get to exactly 200 kilometers, which is okay with a 64 kilowatt hour battery in the winter with winter tires and heat on. I mean, if there are 8 people in there and stuff, and then you heat up the back area as well, I think this will go down to 170, 160 kilometers, and for my 130 test maybe down to 110. 115 kilometers in the winter, but in the summer I think this 20% more at least. Summer is always amazing with summer tires and no heat. It's still 131 kilowatt, by the way. Cool, at 26%. yeah, charging to 80% now, and then I'm gonna do a power drive because the car can drive 150. So I'm gonna do the stupidest thing that you can do with the car like this: drive fast. If you want to compare range results, there's a link in the description to a Google spreadsheet where all my results from range and long distance trips are in there. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, Bedulaf1. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.